Hey y'all, welcome to Teen Time at Home. My name is Whitney, and for today's activity, we're going to be making sigils. If you're a fantasy or a history buff, then you already know that sigils are commonly associated with medieval magic. But in the modern sense, a sigil can simply be a symbol that represents something you'd like to see happen. We're not summoning any spirits today, we're setting intentions for 2021. I know many people would love to see the world change and to know that we had some sort of hand in it, especially with this really challenging year coming to a close. And although we can't always control the things that are happening around us, we definitely can control the future that we're imagining for ourselves and the steps that we're taking towards it. When you're finished, you can keep your sigil somewhere that you will see it often. And hopefully it reminds you of the good things that you've imagined for yourself in the coming year. The first building block of your project is to think of one sentence that describes an intention that you're setting for yourself. So for my example today, I'm creating a sigil with the sentence, "This year will be different." I know that's kind of low-hanging fruit because every year is different than the one that came before it, but it's kind of reassuring to me to know that this intention is going to come true. So I'm going with it. And I thought about using something like, "I make my bed every day," but frankly, that's not something that's super important to me. And for this activity, you want to choose something that's important to you because it's your intention for yourself. What is your intention? What are you hoping for next year? What are you going to do to make it happen? Let us know in the comments. So one of the reasons I like this activity is that you don't need any special supplies. All you really need is a writing utensil and a piece of paper. But once you understand the basics, you can riff on this activity with any of the supplies that you've received in previous grab-and-go kits or any of the stuff that you have on hand at home. Let us know in the comments or send an email to teens@carnegielibrary.org if you want to show off your work, or let us know about another activity that you'd like to do soon.
All right, and just because, it's 2020 still, I want to take a moment before we begin to send out some appreciation for my housemates who have gotten really into puzzles over this strange year. This is our project table. We've got flamingos and polar bears in the same habitat, and who is she? What is her story? Why does she have a lizard on her head? All right, let's get cracking. So, remembering the intention that you set for yourself earlier, remember mine was, "This year will be different." You're going to write that sentence out very clearly. I'm writing mine super big so that you can see it, but you certainly don't have to do it that way. Once you have it all written down, you're going to go through and you're going to identify all of the duplicate letters. So if there's more than one T, cross off the extras. If there's more than one H, cross off the extras. You may find by the time that you get to the end that you missed one or two. That's no big deal. You can fix it as you go. And once you've gotten to the end, you're going to write out all of your letters in order. I like to scramble mine after I do this step, and you'll notice that in the next slide, but you can do it however you like. So again, I'm writing down the letters from my intention in a scrambled order, but I assure you they are the same letters. The reason that I like to scramble them is that it helps me stop thinking about the exact sentence or words that I wrote down and start just noticing the shapes and patterns of the letters. That's why I'm also writing the letters in a few different styles, because really focusing on the shapes that these things create is what you're going to need for your sigil. So I'm starting with the letter W because my name also starts with a W. I thought that was fun. And you can find ways of putting these letters together. So with just one line, I was able to make a B at the bottom of the W. And you're going to be able to see often that some of the letters you need to create already exist once you start putting other letters together. So it's also kind of just fun to look for the patterns in that way. And I think that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy this exercise, is so much of life is about patterns that just focusing on them in a visual way is kind of grounding and comforting to me. So When I'm putting these together, I'm thinking a lot about balance and how different letters might be symmetrical to one another, or the lines might make similar angles. And I actually really like how this one is coming together. Sometimes I start and I don't like how something looks, and I'll just start over with the same exact letters. That's of course fine. And once you're done, if you want to, I go through and make the lines a little bit thicker, a little bit more stylized, and add some more curves like you see me doing here. But you can zhuzh it up however you like.
Thank you again for hanging out with us for Teen Time at Home. You can @CLP Teen Space and share what you made today. And keep an eye out for grab and go activity kits available at your neighborhood location. Even if we're only available for curbside service today, we have those available for you at the door, and you should see what we have. We miss you, and we look forward to creating with you next week on Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Take care.